Ben had always been a talented artist. His friends and family had always admired his drawings and paintings, but he had never pursued art seriously. Instead, he had focused on his studies, and later on his career as an accountant. One day, Ben was scrolling through his social media feed when he came across a post about a street art competition. The winner would get their work featured in a local art exhibition and receive a cash prize. Ben was intrigued. He had never done street art before, but the idea of creating something that would be seen by so many people was tempting. He spent the next few weeks preparing for the competition. He researched different techniques and styles of street art, and practiced on a small wall in his backyard. He had always loved painting, but this was different. It was messy, raw, and spontaneous. He loved the freedom it gave him to express himself in a completely new way. On the day of the competition, Ben arrived early and set up his supplies. The other artists around him were busy spray painting, stenciling, and pasting their pieces onto the walls. Ben took a deep breath and began to work on his own piece. Hours flew by as he worked, and before he knew it, the sun was setting. The crowds had gathered around the artists, admiring their work and taking pictures. Ben stepped back to take a look at his own piece. It was a vibrant mural that depicted a cityscape with a splash of bright colors. He had never felt so alive and inspired. The judges announced the winners, and to Ben's surprise, he was awarded first place. He couldn't believe it. He had never imagined that his street art would be recognized like this. From that day on, Ben began to take his art more seriously. He started experimenting with different mediums, and even took a few classes to improve his skills. He began to realize that art was not just a hobby, but a passion that had been dormant inside him all along. Ben had always been a talented artist, but it wasn't until he tried street art that he truly found his calling.